Hi there, my name is Mike Pitt. I make videos about marketing, business and crypto so you can grow your business, increase your profits and increase your portfolio. The title for today's video is Should You Hire a Graphic Design Team? Before I get into this discussion, the topic for today's video, I'm going to put my socials on screen there. So if you're active on those platforms, follow me there, send me a message and I'll respond in the usual fashion. Should you hire a graphic design team? There are many businesses of differing size and dynamics and needs, and that's important. Lots of businesses have different needs. I'm going to share my experience working with one graphic design service and give you some thoughts as I go along. So I used a service from a company called Penji, so Penji Graphic Design Service. You pay a monthly fee and then you get access to unlimited graphic design, which is good. So instead of having to find somebody for each job, whether that's a logo or brochure design or leaflets, instead of having to find somebody on one of those websites where you find someone, a freelancer, and then pay them for a specific job, and you don't even know if they're good at that job because you have to go through all their reviews and check that they're reviewed. So that's quite a long process. Instead of doing that, I used Penji, and I briefed in a couple of projects. So one of those was a YouTube thumbnail. Obviously, I'm active on YouTube, and so I requested a thumbnail. I also requested a logo for one of my other websites, so not marketingfundamentals.com. Many of you will know that website, but for another website called learnmoney.info. So I requested a new logo for that website, and I did this via the Penji website. So you go on there, you create an Penji has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you do change your mind within that period, you can obviously get your money back. And then you fill out a little brief. It's a very simple form. You fill out a brief saying, suggesting, what your requirement is from a design perspective. You need a logo and then any references. So maybe a URL as a reference. There may be some brand colors. There may be existing designs or previous designs. And then you give them a brief, an indication of what you need, maybe some changes that you need if it's an existing piece of work, or whether it's brand new, some ideas around what you're expecting. And then you send that via the website to Penji. Penji then will assign you a designer. A designer will pop you a little message saying, I've been assigned your project, nice to meet you, etc. I'm going through the brief and I'll come back to you soon. And depending on the complexity of the project, so if it's something like as I requested, a YouTube thumbnail or a logo design, they're probably going to come back to you in one working day. If it's more complicated, perhaps you wanted a redesign, from a graphic design perspective, a redesign of a website, that's going to take a bit longer, maybe 3 or 4 days. But whichever project you request from them, I think they've got like 120 different design services. Whichever project and deliverable you request from them, they'll come back to you fairly quickly, and it's quite low hassle. So that their team's got the expertise to do these projects. You're not scrolling around on websites looking at people's resumes and previous projects and testimonials trying to find out if you can find somebody who's competent to do your job. You send it to Penji, they assign somebody who's suited to your requirements, and then they work on it and send it back to you. And if you require some amends, like little tweaks, I required one tweak on the logo, and then the thumbnail was fine. So from my perspective, it was a hassle-free service. So back to you, easy, very easy. There are 3 different service levels, I believe. So I'll put a screenshot of those at different levels, different pricing levels, but you can have a look at those, look at all of the bullet points in each package, and then decide which one is more suitable for you. But I found it very, very straightforward, and I knew that when the work came back, if there was anything that needed changing, it would be changed. And if you look at this from a strategic point of view as a business owner, rather than hiring somebody who's a full-time graphic designer, sits in your office, a lot of us are working remote now, who works remotely maybe on a full-time basis to do your brochures, leaflets, web designs, logos, whatever you need. Rather than hiring a full-time permanent person, it's more cost-effective to use a service like Penji, and that's the benefit. So that's the first benefit. Second benefit is hassle-free, instead of me worrying about, did they understand the brief, have they done the work properly, have they got the expertise, have they got the right number of resources at their end. They've got all that. That's not a problem. It will come back and it will be hassle-free for you. So I thought it was a very good service. It's for anybody. I mean, if you've got a lot of deliverables, so a real estate agent who has lots of different properties and then needs leaflets for all those properties and open house invitations and so on, then you're somebody who has a lot of deliverables that you need graphic designed. And I think that's the key. If you've got a lot, definitely worth experimenting with Penji and then committing to them long term when you see the benefits for your business. I found it a very pleasurable, easy, no nonsense, no hassle process, and I'm sure you will too. If you want to follow up with Penji, click on the first line in the description and there's a discount code there with Mike Pitt 15 at the end. If you use that, you'll get a 15% discount. Obviously worth taking that in the current climate. Thank you for watching my short video. It's an overview of my experience with Penji. I hope you found it useful, and if you have found it useful, please give me a like. Click on one or two thumbnails to watch another video from me. So thanks for watching. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye bye.